Why did I become an entrepreneur? And that's very simple, because I had the best business mentor anyone would ever have, which was my ma. And my ma was selling on the street since she was 6 years of age, and I started likewise at that time. And she said once to me, "Son, you'll never make money working for another man. So you go out on your own, start your own business, and you take responsibility for your own future. If you want to be a millionaire, make it yourself. Don't rely on anyone else to give it to you. Don't work with any other company to promote you high enough that you're going to be that good. So you go out on your own as soon as you can." That was the advice she gave me. That's the advice I give everybody. The life of an entrepreneur is very different to someone who's in a career, because you're responsible for the outcome. You're the one who has to pay off the bank loan. You're the one who has to write the salary checks every week. And that's the biggest part of being an entrepreneur. You're taking all the responsibilities on your own shoulders. And if you're in a career, comfort zone, no matter what happens, end of every month you get your check and you're hunky-dory. And that's what it is, and that's where you can settle in and get sedate in, and and you'll end up there until you get the gold watch, as I said before. But the interesting thing about being an entrepreneur is this: you have to try and outwork the other people. And you don't in a career, you can coast along. So being an entrepreneur is about hard work. That's the first thing I look for in my people, is enthusiasm, commitment and passion to doing their job. My granny taught me, for instance, about going back with the messages. When I'd buy some of her messages for her, I'd say, "Here, take that back and change it. A bottle of milk, go back and change it." For what? Just go back and tell Mr. Reardon you want a different one. And she'd mark with her scrubby old nail, she'd mark the top of the cap, and I'd go back and I'd say, "Mr. Reardon, this is too cold, I want one that's not so cold. Or it's too warm and I want a cold one." And he'd say, "There's nothing wrong with that." Well, I said, "I'm sorry, there is." And I'd get it. And I'd say, "Granny, what are we doing this for?" "I want to give you a hard neck, son. I want to give you the ability to go back and tackle adults as soon as you can, because that's what life is about. Getting people to do what you need them to do when you want them to do it." The best thing about being your own boss is the freedom to do what you want. Because in many cases in a career, it doesn't happen like that. You usually have a boss who makes the final decision, and just like in my own business today, I take advice from everyone and make my own decision. That's what being your own boss gives you. You can make your own decision, get all the advice and call the shots. I've written a book called Golden Apples, which gives 6 simple steps to success, and it's based on the acronym APPLES, APPLES. And the first one, and most important, is attitude. Positive attitude, a can-do attitude. My mother told me, "Son, no matter what he asks you to do, yes, you can do it." Never say no. Yes, you can do it, because guess what? If some other fella can do it, you can do it, because you'll never meet a man better than yourself. You got that? Positive attitude, head up, let's go, I can do it. I was taught that by the time I was 5. Everyone has the potential to do great things in life, and the problem is people don't believe enough in themselves. You can do anything you believe you can do. Get off your butt and go out and do it.